Hello and welcome to the 52 Weeks Money Challenge. In this week, we are excited to have you as usual. I do have Stella
Hi,
Sata
Stephanie. How are you?
joining me. Fine, Stella, how are you? It's actually good to have you today, and of course, it's good that we really have a good network on the other side. Now, I believe we are still saving money. Stella, tell us what week we're in and how much we are saving.
Decide.
Hi, Stella. Please tell us how much we are saving and in what week we're in. Okay, so I'm wondering why Stella is not
Stephanie, if okay, okay. I think I'm gonna work around this. Hello everyone. Welcome to the 52-week money show. My name is Stella Sata, and I would like to welcome you to week 8. In this week, we are saving 80 kwacha. So what that means is that if you're doing option 1, you are saving 80 kwacha this week. If you're doing option 2, you are saving 800 kwacha. And if you're doing option 3, then you are saving 8,000 kwacha. So before I go on, Lucky, I just want you to quickly send me a message just to tell me whether you can hear me. Lucky, are you there? Can you hear me? Am I good to continue? Okay, if there's anyone who's watching, please let me know if you can hear me. Just quickly, just send me a message saying you can hear me so that I can continue because um, for some reason I can't tell whether you can hear me or not. Okay, perfect. So since you can hear me, I'm going to continue. So we are in week 8, which means that we are saving 80 kwacha, 800 kwacha, or 8,000 kwacha. It's getting tougher. This week is pay week for most of us. If you are in the private sector, or if you are in the public sector, or if you're a civil servant, then we can safely assume that very soon Ndra zizangena. So this is one of the most exciting weeks in the money challenge because if you want, you can save in advance. We don't have too much pressure as we had last week when it was injury week. I shared on my Facebook page last week that I had to save for 2 weeks because I forgot to save for week 6. So I was saving for week 6 and week 7. I was saving, in fact, I forgot to save last week. So I was saving for week 7 and week 8, and it was just crazy. But at least I know I'm getting paid this week, which means I can save for next week or I can save for next month's injury week. I can work around it. But the challenge is getting tougher. We are in week 8. We have done 2 months. Well done for sticking with it. Please make sure that you are saving in advance when you have more. If you run a business, it's tougher than those of us who at least know that somebody is going to pay us at the end of the month. But if you're running a business, it's tougher. So make sure that when you get a lump sum, when you get more money, you save more money. This week we are focusing on budgeting because a budget makes the entire difference. As the challenge gets tougher, I want to make sure that you are planning for this. You are planning for the months where it will get harder, and you are making sure that you've got a buffer. This buffer could be in terms of reducing your expenses or increasing your income, or just at least being psychologically prepared to live on less than you would have lived on in January or less than you would have lived on in February. So we are really focusing on budgeting this week. I have just a few more slots for my budgeting class on Saturday. So I'd encourage you to join the budgeting class because it will set us up for the rest of the year. We decided to do this budgeting class early on because we know that the year just started. If you created some January goals, maybe you've forgotten about them, but then we still want you to focus for the next 10 months. So Money FM and myself thought budgeting would be the best place to start in February so that we set ourselves up for the rest of the year. This class will be very practical. It will show you the tools that I use to budget for myself, how that has helped me, how that has helped me, reduce my debt, how that has helped me increase my investments. So please make sure that you are signing up for the class. Um, I heard something on Instagram this week and it really made sense. It was Kerry Washington telling a story about, we pray and we also work. So if you want to catch a bus, you pray that you won't miss your bus, but then you run for the bus. You don't want to be late for that bus. So you do the work. So let's make sure that we are praying for our finances to get better this week, but we're also doing the work to help them get better. And some of that work is saving in the 52-week challenge. It's signing up for a class with me. It's making sure that you're getting the right information as you plan to invest, as you plan to save, as you plan to just increase your your finances this year. So I'm gonna read some comments. I can see some comments from you guys. Let me read some comments. Lucky if you're there. Kenny Nguni says, thank you for the information. NSC says, I'm doing option 1. I have saved up to week 10 already. You know what? NSC, you've been here like from week 1. Every week you are here. Every week you're commenting. Well done. I love your determination. I really love that you've been consistent and that you've saved up to week 10. I can't even say I've saved up to week 10, guys. Like, I'm taking it week by week because, it's not easy. So well done. And thank you for being our accountability partner every single week and for making a date every Thursday with us. I can see we've got Annie. Annie says, I can hear you. Thank you, Annie, for joining. Annie is one of my closest friends, so I'm so glad that she's listening. Thank you for joining, Annie, and for taking time out of your busy day. I also know that Annie runs a business, so I would love to know how you're going about it, knowing that you don't have a salary and you have to rely on your business. So I'd love to know what are the challenges, what are some of the tips that you have for people that are running a business. Taisia says loud and clear. Thank you so much, Taisia, for joining. Do we have other comments as well? Budgeting, yes, NSC budgeting is our key priority for the month of February and for this particular weekend where we have the financial clinic. I saw a comment that I can't see here. Learning as we save. Yes, Doreen, we have to keep learning. I think we have to really be teachable. One of the things that I do is that I learn as much as I can from even other financial advisors. I'll take on a class from someone whenever they're advertising for a class, I'll pay for it because I don't know what I don't know. And I believe that the more that I learn, the better I'll become in my finances, particularly, but even in every other area. So, hi, challengers. Absalom, you're also one of the people that I've seen every week. So, thank you so much for being an accountability partner. I'd like to shout out to the people that are joining us for the first time. What we are discussing is the 52-week money challenge, which is an initiative by Money FM and myself. Every week we save a certain amount, and the amount becomes higher every single week. So if you're doing option 1, in week 1, you would have saved 10 kwacha, and every week after that, you add an additional 10 kwacha. Now, if you're just joining us, you have 2 options. You could either catch up. We are in week 8. We have 52 weeks, so we haven't gone that far. You could catch up and save, or you could just start where we are and just go as we go. So you could also start your own 52-week challenge that starts now and ends in February. So please make sure that you're jumping in. If you're one of the people that jumped in and you fell off the bandwagon, get back up. What matters is to get back up. We all fail, but then we should all get back up after we've fallen. And if you are just joining us, we have this show every Thursday from 13:30 to 13:45, and we have financial clinics every last Saturday of the month. So please join us for our financial clinics. This month we're discussing budgeting. Next month we'll have shares. So it's 300 kwacha per person, but if you want to sign up for 3 classes, it's 500 kwacha. So I look forward to interacting with you guys on Saturday, on the 25th of February at 10 a.m. for our budgeting class. And that's it from me this week. Join me again next week Thursday at 13:30. I'm sorry we couldn't have Stephanie. For some reason we've been having challenges where I can't hear her or she can't hear me. So today was just all me. Thank you so much and see you next week.